camera like so far in this vlog. So I thought I would just come on and talk to the camera for a minute. I think the real reason right now that I'm really pushing myself to film more is because I'm not in North Carolina anymore, and I'm back in Connecticut, and not only am I back in Connecticut, but I am also me and Adam are living with my mom in the meantime, just like while we like figure things out and everything. And originally, like, I was gonna go back to school, but I'm also pregnant, so and due in September, so I think, like, yeah, we'll see what happens there, because that's like when school kind of starts. But don't care to share too much on that. But like, yeah, so that was the goal. That was the reason we moved back to Connecticut from North Carolina. Adam's gotten a good job and whatnot, and then the goal was that, like, I would do school, and that's why we chose to live with my mom, to not have to like worry about like a bunch of living expenses. Great opportunity that like I get to do these things. With that being said, I guess I'm kind of was definitely burnt out at my job. I think it's talked about a lot with this generation. And I went to school for accounting. I have 2 degrees in it, and I just don't care to do that. I don't think it matches who I am, how I think, my personality, what I want in my life. It just doesn't align. I have no regrets, but I think a lot of people can feel that way, where they go to school for something and they kind of are like, this isn't what I envisioned it to be, or what I want, or what I picture for myself, or all of the above, whatever. And I definitely had that and was feeling that, and I wanted to pivot to other things, and school is going to be that. But like I said, I'm also 5 months pregnant. It's right now, it is currently May, so I'm due in September. So I think until I give birth, like, I'm just in this limbo period at the moment, and I've been calling it my sabbatical. I feel like it's almost the equivalent of like a kid's gap year, like right when they graduate high school before they go off to college. And that's kind of how I'm treating it at the moment. I think the first bit, like, I was still kind of coming out of like the first trimester, because I've already been here for like 2.5 months. I was kind of coming out of it from like the first trimester and everything, and just like we've been doing a lot because we're gonna to like my mom's house to get situated and all that. And yeah, it just ended up calming like a lot going on and whatnot, and seeing family, and just, yeah, a lot going on. So I didn't really find my groove, but now I am finding my groove, and I want to kind of film my journey of self-discovery and self-worth, and see where it leads, where it takes me, especially this journey into like motherhood and stuff. So yeah, I thought for future me, most importantly, I would film my journey of self-discovery. And you never know where that can lead. And so I think that's why I wanted to document it. So welcome to the first video of the Sabbatical Diaries. It's obviously not a legit sabbatical. A legit sabbatical, I think, is like when your job gives you time off for an extended period of time and then you go back to that job. But it's just a joke I've been doing. And so I've just been calling it my sabbatical, my gap year, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I thought I would just bring you guys along and see where it takes me. I want to try to like put myself out there in different ways, like the gardening, trying out new hobbies and new things that I would never do or wouldn't think to do or anything like that. And just see where it really takes me. Ooh, I am out of breath. I think that's all I have to say. I am very excited to see where this takes me, and it's interesting because your whole life is figured out for you. You have school, and then you go to college on an average track. You go to school, then you go to college, then you get a job, and then, you know, life begins. And I followed all that. And now here I am at 28, and I'm like, wait, is that even like what I want? What do I want? What am I good at? I've never been a hobbies person, really. I played sports, but I've never been a hobbies person. So yeah, I feel like now's the time to just kind of find this like self-discovery period, and I'm very privileged to have this opportunity. So I might as well take it. I'm getting an opportunity to have a couple months of just figuring out me, and not a lot of people get that ever in their lives, and who knows if I ever will again. So I might as well take advantage of it while I have it, and who knows, maybe this inspires someone else. But I think for right now, the main reason I'm doing this is really just to see, when I figure it out, when I figure out me, I can look back on these moments and be like, oh my God, like, so much has changed in a good way. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry the steering wheel's been like right here for the whole entire little segment while talking to you guys, but it's honestly the like best location in my car for it to be like high up so you could see my face without me having to hold it like with my hand the whole time. So, but yeah, so that's it. I don't think I have anything to say.